All right. Assalamu alaikum. Be Gambia dingol be kontona. Mulbe Gambia jang. An mulbe bantala banko kam. Bafla ko asa nyala conference kini and ni press conference la lokum bi wala mundi wala kana ka diamu banko dingol mumbe dending galala 1 year anniversary wala sanji kilin juralo lafta kam mumkin lokum kilin koma juma tambila narakaje brim findida ka na juralo ke ning polisol nara sele nyoka mumbe dending ko mam pamito soto ka youth mon menu use narakay tandira ko youth menu ding abe KMC maral koto and dulale mu yalongo e ka jole pour ye JUs and naraka KMC safe coming ikat wuli lulle jo bari naraka ubon intelligence safe ya approve kon si JUs nole and del nena ma lonko ni la faka dungo mono meno kono kasi yela programme oke e nyanda ka police permit ni ngale mam permit ni ngantara je ni police wala sele nyoka ngabalam baya kije inaran na mul mun tara fu mo tanning nani ye samba kasula brin jumalung fo telung somanda inaran samba kidio nya kidibu modo kidibu naraka biro dinna and brin buraje naraka mo yadu wolem ko lo sanji kili juro ate bayla no and barin fanan saitani mola ko tel manke multi mulman son luala wala mulka luatinya ntel kam ngere wala luae sementu yandi mole lua bunya mol mun ka tajirinde ya kele ay ka sunyaro kele wolbe ngaron ko aka lua latinya so ntel te kele modi bumbe luatinya la narakaje komi police dal tele din findira ni ka krimba soke and ikan tumi luati nyala bare kum kan ka banku dim haklo blan doron kon tel nga luwa lo nga luwa fahamle and tel kono mote wulla ka luati nya nyim banko kanja akum ndo nyama bi la faka kacala na mu ko sama farang be fidile kan jura loke bari yanin ka dungo kacha kono doron be aliou fulo komandila aliou ba abe diam la nye mumbe dending galala ni nata lu ala kula ani frante mum mo si fale because mo jama kamera franco ndir mo seda ni molle ngadu seda ni wulundol la ani mo ko mu yalla ko tumirol lem bari fanan yalla to babal ka fu provocation wolen ka mo toñen ka mo kam fandi pour mol mumbe banda wolieje ko mu mo si fale di manke munde so mba fla ko ala baraka me murana franka ka ca continue bari be place dila aliula bala prae diamu wo bundala ala baraka baki
Thank you very much, Omar. I just want to say very briefly, because there is this, like Omar said earlier, there is this misconception about us, that somehow, that's what the police have always tried to project about us, or the government of the Gambia as a whole, that we are unruly, that we are rude, we are ignorant, we are arrogant, we are things that are sort of undesirable for our society. But I just want to appeal to Gambian people. We all come from homes. We are Gambians. Anyway, and we all know what it means to be a Gambian. You came from somewhere. You came from a home with parents, and they've instilled in you a certain sense of discipline, respect for elders, and all of that. And we are that. You know, we didn't wake up one day and say, oh, you know, what our new plan is, we're going to be confrontational, we're going to be arrogant, we're going to be rude against this system. In fact, there is nothing more disciplined and more mature than somebody waking up and understanding their historic responsibility before their nation, before their land, before their people. And I feel like that is that ni nyatra yete kulure. Ye kulu nyami walam inyanda katonya bunale. You're supposed to be on the side of truth. Nga neka ni degu. Nga gom dega. and that's what we are about, because and it's very important that we clear out this misconception. Because every time we get arrested, people are like, oh, but you people, why are you always fighting with the police? We're not fighting with the police. In fact, it's the police that are fighting us. We don't go there with guns. We don't go there with bombs. We don't go with any weapon. We come with our voices and ourselves. And eventually what happens? The police do what they do to us. I mean, you have all seen how I've been arrested a couple of times in this country. You have never seen any one of us arresting a police officer like that, like throwing them in a pickup or carrying them with their dreads. So I just want to appeal to Gambians. I'm not talking to the government of the Gambia. I'm talking to the Gambian people that we are your sons, we are your daughters, we are people who came from you. And what we believe in is that in this country, in this land, that the wealth that belongs to the people must go back to the people. It's as simple as that. Listen, it's good. It's not easy for anybody to go to bed hungry. It's the most difficult thing. But you know what is more difficult? An adult can go to bed hungry, but a baby, a child in this country, how many children are going to bed hungry in this country? When there's enough resources and wealth in this country for every person in this country to not go to bed hungry, to not be sheltered. How many Gambians right now are living in unfinished buildings? You see this, right? In the people go when the building is not finished, they go and rag tag it and then they live there. That is homelessness. And this thing is rising. We need to fight this because there's enough resources for somebody to have a dignified shelter in this country, to have dignified food that will nourish them. Just because you're eating doesn't mean you're really eating. Because how many people are eating and they're still malnourished? This is what we are talking about. But I'm appealing to Gambians, come to this commemoration. Let's talk. Let's figure out together how we're going to fix this country. The police and how they've treated us is a subject for another day. But for tomorrow, come to the Youth Monument. Let's talk. Let's see how we can put this struggle together and come with your criticisms, come with your advice, come with everything that you have. If you feel like we're doing it wrong, come, talk to us. We're here. We're just everyday people. We're not like some superhuman people. We're just everyday people around you and with you in your communities. Come to us, talk to us, and then let's figure this out together. As always, power to the people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aliou. Komin Aliou e mum fo angale counter drum wolen ka fako kamol haklu blani ko ndel manke fitna moldi and ndel mum molete ngalon ko al dingol lem al barin kellem al bari musol len al barin dingol len anum bres wolle kon and ndel kam mun kele wolen kaje ko banko itani yirwane nyato tala yaje ko mol motita kela konko bela motita leptano to ibuka boro so bumbe jarala ndingo kata school ikra karam mudu bari buka karanno anin ku jama mum bije ngel bole kele kan an wobu ko le dum yalon ko momondi yalon ko banko di an ila tele banko di yala e nyanda ko mutala ya kele sambe mun kala dron wala ka micro fast abla tibaya mumbe nyin translator nyin full account abla tiba jaram
Yes.
yes
I'll pull out.
pular jolfo
All right. Assalamu alaikum. Musibe Gambia. Me salmini on of community don Abdullah Jiba. Don Gala. More than one very Saturday. Come lady the year radar. Lady in the year coming go do darani very fix. So for hearing and hewa Saturday. Because you may have a fundawea. Mean what did I pull a million a burti or mean when I may be under that. The what the respect lua, but you may be under that. all the time they have the police up there or they want a confrontation a government. So min ardo hande pour min labbina kule le fof ollirani minen min funtani pour habgol government or have the problem e laamu ngu or have the problem police aɓe sa arta ɓe yeya min dole dal cause minen komin funtanta ko wona pour individual interest or nde mi remin fundi non minen fof ko e galleji min immori an mbole wondo gala fof a neyama nedi ni anduɗa dat sa funtiɗa way wat responsible hoorema ɗo wawɗa won fof ala wondo gala mo anduɗa immoɗo ƴatto lamɗo mba haala lamɗo ko metti ɗum komin haalta ko fof komin waɗɓe en base e luwa yo leydi ni no yeyrtani yimɓe nabɓe funta ɓe haala but I think na moƴƴine minen nde min laɓɓina koye amen minen fof koye family min immori ay goto immota ko tawa funtana hoore mum da heɓi baba galle to da miñiraɓe ma kotiraɓe ma so ay goto duwanta ko bone leydi ndi an hommi gala wonta las organisation manduɗa ñagoto ko naɓata leydi ndi caggal komin funtanda ko fof ko naɓata ko leydi ndi yeeso ɗum tagi minen funta all the time an si min funti min funtanani pour waɗgol probléme kono komin funtanɓe min lamɗo ono leydi ndi yeyrtani kaws enen fof en andi ni no leydi ndi yeyrta in wona ko ɓuuri e men fof cause yimɓe heɓe ɓe ɗo si ɓe tawi ɓe ɓanɗo ɓe liggi ɓe janggi ha ɓe jippima ɓe wa eɓan place yiɗe annduɗa ɗon ɓe liggoyto yimɓe heɓe ɓe annduɗa ɓe dawat ha jemmata ɓe heɓani kacetari mba bottari mba hirane leydi ni ñakkani ngol ñakkugo ngo annduɗa neɗɗo dawat wasa heɓ ko ñaami so ɗum tatta all the time gala funta pour waɗa adresse ɗum holla laamu ngu dat won heɓi responsibility mo annduɗa onon alel leydi ndi fot artu e yimɓe wonɓe ɓe leydi e kono all the time misconception o wonta ɓe sukaɓe ɓe wona sukaɓe neyiɓe ɓe nangeɓe naɓe police hay goto yiɗa daw naɓeɗa police all the time ko musata family member jaɓe ndi fof dawa subaka koleɗa ɓiɗɗo ma mo police station in fact si ɓe yiɗi mayi sa ɓe wawata mayi cause police aɓe always waɗa ɓe restrict a wawata yiɓiɓe maɓe so ɗum is so painful comme in wona buga ma all the time funta so na moƴƴine yimɓe andiray noon min funtanani pour nangego a goto yiɗa wal police cause goto kala mo heɓi suudu ndu lelotoɗa so gala noon minen min felta ya min yiya government o ko annduɗa in tegaki e loi komin funtini fof ko kuule loi wonta an ɗon naɓirta leydi ndi yeeso so ko ɗum min yiɗi laɓɓin an bimbi min yahat monument wotide cause 8 May gala em no hitande wotere gila min fuɗɗi so ɗum min funtanno basically waɗgol celebrate cause organisation aji kewɗi si ɓe ɓi hitande ɓe funtat ɓe waɗa celebrate event moyno but kuule ɗe ni no yayarno ni in waɗmi surprise minen fof cause ay goto waɗano expect watte arrest pour waɗgol celebrate hitande ma o heɓgol hitande e leydi so that's it min waɗa arrest I think minen sappo e ɗiɗo waɗano arrest min accida bail koto waɗi min bail min accida so Friday okay nogas e tato wonɗo sorry wona sappo e ɗiɗo but nogas e tato so min aljuma bimbi ñalawma min funtat yiɗɗo ar fof waɗa min join adda haalat ma no gala yeyrta yeeso waɗen discourse leydi nine no yeyrta yeeso ɗum min wonanta ɗon min waɗani ɗum pour probléme or nothing else ko sa laari yimɓe min waɗi invite minen waɗi invite lawyaji minen waɗi invite other civil society organizations minen waɗi invite artists so ɗum sa yi on invitation sa anda foti anduɗo probléme ala ɗon komin waɗa ɓe wattano yeyta yeeso heɓɗo suggestion fof mo wawi ar wala min join bimbi 3 o'clock so ko ɗumin nomi yawtin onon musidɓe fulɓe laaraɓe min andironin noon on jarama so I will just go with the Wolofa asalaamaaleykum ma ñëwaat si kàllaama wolof suma wolof bi taxut koo set nag waaye lu ma bugg a jàllale rek mooy ñun man la Abdoulaye Tiba jógee fale si Gala dañ ñëw tey pour waxtaan ak Gambian si cause Gala nekk na mbootaay boo xamante ne foog naa seen mbéy lañ gën a téye depuis mu sosoo cause all the time Gala suñ génnee si mbedda bi rek gaay dañ dee téye gaay waaye lu bari mu ngi xew si suuf cause nit yu bari ñu ngi dem ñu ne Gala xale yoo xamante ne dañ dëgër boppa xale yoo xamante ne kenn mënul leen manage xale yoo xamante ne la kenn du wax gaay dégga so dañ bugg a leeral ne Gala ay xale yu yaru ñoo fa nekka xale yoo xamante ne ñëpp dañ jànga xale yoo xamante ne lu ñu dee tax a génn mooy lu yóbbul réew mi si kanam neego dañ génn pour create problème pour réew mi foog naa Gala mooy nekka mbootaay boo xamante ne mooy musa duga si loolu pour indi problème si réew suñ problème su amee si réew mi ñun fan la ñuy dem ñun Gambia lañ am amul beneen place fu ñuy dem we have this country so comme di wax ñun duñ dee toppa luwa dañ dee toppa luwa te lu gën a war a tax ñu clear mooy ñun all the time buñ génnewuñ suma individual interest o génnewuñ hakim interest but interest si réew mi la ñuy génne pour ne réew bi nu muy demee nuñ mën a demee si kanam bu leen fàtte nguur bi ñun ñoo leen fal so ñun tamit am nañ right question nguur bi suñ alali réew mi fan la duga ak naka la gaay yi nekk di ko espene so ñun yëpp xam nañ ne réew mi nu mu nekk di demee métti na si ñun yëpp am nañ fi university student yu bari ñoo xamante ne pare nañ seen jànga benn tey mënuñ am liggéey college student yu bari pare nañ seen jànga amuñ liggéey ñaata nit ñooy xëy ba guddi doo am looy lekka ñaata xale ñooy fii feebar dem si lopitaan bi doo mën a am garab so loolu moo dee tax Gala génna laajte naka la ñuy yóbbee réew mi si kanam so waaye suñ génnee government bi dañ dee profito ak police yi gars yi arrest ñu and ñun mënuñ xee ak police ñun suñuy génna man most like man pen laa dee yóbbaale pen kese laa dee yóbbaale kooku demul pour fitna su nekkoon dañ doon dem pour fitna kon dañ doon yóbbaale ngandaay te ñun kuy yóbbaale ngandaay yëpp doo bokk si Gala so police yi ñoo dee jaay doole jàppañu tëj ñu 2-3 days gars yi yóbbu ñu court bi bel ñu fii ñu fi nekk yëpp ñu ngi dem court trials te neexut si xol benn family member bugut sa doom ñu téye ko yóbbu ko si police maa nga fanaan si police 2-3 days and waajur yi dañ dee ñëw si police station bi duñ dee mën a gis seen doom yi so loolu rek dafa painful si family bi toog les yow ku nekk si biir kaso bi so foog naa kenn du kontaan ñu téye la teg la behind bars cause ñun yëpp si kër lañ jógee dañ ñu yar ku ne soo xëyee dangay gis sa papa nga gis sa daat o sa raka o sa mag so yow nga mën a nga dem fanaan seen loolu nekkul lu yomba te defuñ ko boo xamante ne pour ñu gis ñu nekkoon dañ ko doon def ñu gis ñu am nañ ay plateforme yoo xamante ne we can easily do that or we just join the system nga join system bi and ñun yëpp ñooy sofa at the end of the day loolu lañ bëgg a mujjee am na fight bi dina metti but ñun nekkuñ dañuy dellu gannaaw dañuy dem si kanam and comme luñ génnee woon dañu téye ñu suba dañ koy commemorate meaning dañuy celebrate suñ atom juddu suba la ñuy am 1 year Friday bala la waroon a nekk 1 year but dañ génn gaay téye ñu so suba dañuy génn si monument bi ñu ngi ñaax bépp Gambian ku nekk si réew mi nga jooy ñu by 3:30 ñu commemorate event bi su nekkee da nga am laajte ñëwal su nekkee da nga am suggestion ñëwal su nekkee da nga am loo war a wax Gala soo believe ne Gala luñ nekk di def nekkut yoon kaay ñu waxtaan cause ñun ay nit kese lañ ay Gambian lañ just like any other Gambian suñ génnee fii ñun ak booy ñoo dee campé si kër la ñuy ñibbi and everything so suba dañuy génna and tamit di wax ne ñun génnoon pour fitna dañuy génna pour celebrate suñ bés from there we live already am nañ approval from KMC waaye tamit foog ñu génnaat so loolu moo tax ñu ñëw fii pour clear air bi ñu nekkuñ nit yoo xamante ne dañ bon o nit yoo xamante ne amul waajur o nit yoo xamante ne kenn mënu leen cover so that's it jërë ngeen jëf thank you
This mic is off. And in English and in Wolof and in Pular, um, Gala is never violent. Wherever there is a violence, it's the police that triggers it. And I think that should be something that should stop. Citizens have rights, and these rights are not offered, nor are bought in the market. These are rights that are badly given. The moment you're born, you carry these human rights. And of course, every right goes with a limitation. And even the constitutional provision on peaceful assembly, which was not the case Friday, have limitations, but these limitations are not supposed to be denials and should not be used to deny citizens to exercise them. Um, we are going to go ahead and commemorate the 1 year of Gala tomorrow. And we have also already written to the Kanifing Municipal Council, and an approval have been given. But also, we want to show Gambians that sometimes if the government wants us to test what they claim to be law, we will do that as well and see what comes out of it. So we want to announce that tomorrow we go ahead and commemorate, and this is to inform every Gambian that I know a lot of people will disagree with this, but sometimes we have to take tough decisions. That from here we are going to the police headquarters to apply for a permit. We are going to apply for a permit, not because we cannot go ahead and do it, not because we violated any law in the previous one, but sometimes we give them the top of the down to see now they wanted an application for a permit. We'll apply for a permit and see if it is a denial for gathering or it's just an excuse to deny Gala from celebrating. We call on all Gambians to come tomorrow at 3:30 at the monument. We're going to celebrate and we're going to keep you posted on the response of the police, because the Public Order Act did not specify how many hours is needed to apply for a permit. So we go to Banjul and apply for a permit and look forward to the approval of that permit, and we'll go ahead and then celebrate the 1 year anniversary tomorrow. If any of the members of the Central Committee have anything to add to that, I will open the floor for question and answer.
Yeah, my name is everyone is from Pascal Media. So with regards to you saying that you are going to apply for a permit, will this not be used against you to say that you gathered without having a permit, and this time you went to apply for a permit and they have given you a permit?
I don't think that can be used against us at the court. But I'm not a lawyer to interpret what is applicable or not. But clearly, we have not even gathered that day. We were arrested before the gathering, so we did not gather at all. So I will leave this to Kex. You want to answer that?
The people's chief justice.
No, so Kex have been appointed as our chief justice. So that have to do with legality. So I will leave that to Kex to answer. Please, people come in here.
Hakim is the people's president. Kex is the people's chief justice. Thank you very much.
And always the appetizer for police brutality.
Minister of Interior.
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. What is clear is when in regards to the gathering of people, where you require permit, if you look at the Public Order Act that they rely on, is very clear in terms of whether you will do a possession or whether you will use a musical system that will obstruct the activities of the people surrounding, that will claim that there's a common nuisance that is happening. Well, precisely, we are using an enclosed place. Why are we doing this? Not that because of we bound down to the police. We are not doing it because of we bound down to them. But sometimes, when you are doing certain things, you test them. We could just apply, and hopefully we think that they might deny us. We might go to the court and apply what we call a mandamus application to compel the IGP to give us these things. So we want to push them to a level whereby, now the history and the records will be on our side. So since they said that we apply, we will go and apply. But even if they deny us, we will make sure that they are compelled to give us that document, so that a precedent will be set, so that any Gambian will not be denied a permit in this country already, because once a court set a precedent, it becomes a law. So this is where we are pushing with them, and we want to just do this to make sure that we are in line with the authority and where we are actually heading to. So this is why we are here. But it's not going to be anything that will be binding on us, because we know that the law doesn't create, because KMC or the youth monument is an enclosed building. It's more of a private entity. If you say that, okay, everybody, even in our private house now, no, 20 people or 10 or 3 more people cannot gather and have a ceremony, that means that you need approval from the IGP. And I'm sure that there are so many cases that are going on. So it's not going, nothing that will hold us in our ongoing cases. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Justice of the People, for asking me. Any other questions? Yes, madam.
Yeah, just what if they don't give you that service? Are we expecting a stand down from that, or you're going ahead with the condition?
Yes.
If they don't give us a permit, we are just being gracious. Honestly, by asking for a permit, we are just being gracious with the police. We are saying, because a lot of people have reached out to us and they're worried, they're concerned that we we come from families too, they get worried. We have friends, we have comrades who get worried. But in fact, what we are saying to the government of the Gambia and the police is that we are being graceful. We are extending an olive branch. If they don't agree to give us a permit, we will go ahead anyways. Either ways, we are going to commemorate. From the Central Committee of Gala, there's only one phrase that should be very clear to every police officer and the government of the Gambia is, we will commemorate. And we will commemorate at the Youth Monument. We are being gracious and being law-abiding citizens, because in this regard, if there is no legality that the Inspector General of the Police can use against us, but we've been law-abiding and being good citizens. I struggle to say these things right now, because we're really being very nice to these people, because there is no law that says that we need a permit to use the youth monument. So we are going to go ahead and get this permit, and then if they don't give us a permit, just come to the youth monument. We will be there. With or without a permit, we are going to be at the youth monument. But we are going to go ahead and ask for a permit. And actually, by asking for a permit, we're indirectly saying, you come and provide security for the masses of the people. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. By applying for a permit, we are asking them to provide security for the masses of the country. Any other question?
Yes, my name is Ojo from Gambia Parents TV. I just want to ask you, lately, Lieutenant Colonel, the Gambia is abusing your rights and the rights we have. So at some point, see, if we see at any point, actually taking legal actions against the Gambia.
Yes, so thank you very much for that question. It's a quick answer, otherwise I would allow the Chief Justice. But yes, our legal team, we are now going on the offensive, right? And our legal team is filing a case against the IGP and the Gambia Police Force for police brutality and abuse of power, and yes, you will hear from us on that very soon. Yes, especially how they handle Aliu. This password and all the time, the way they carry this is really not safe. So, we're going to take legal actions against it, and we are filing a motion to the court against the IGP of the Gambia Police Force. Yes. Landy.
Yes, my name is Landon Cesar from the country newspaper. The question is regarding the criticism from Fatu Kamara towards Gala. And then before that criticism, you were advocating for Hakim, who is the leader of Gala, to be nominated for the passing of the year's award. If he is shortlisted, is Gala going to decline the nomination after what Farid Kamara described as Gala always taking the streets? So that's my question. The other one is, considering you are having a pending case before, not this recent one, the other one, and now this one has been added to it, and then the Public Order Act is being used by the police. Are we going to see Gala raising funds for a private member's bill to be tabled before the National Assembly to repeal or remove Public Order Act from our constitution or our laws, so that Gambian citizens would have the freedom to go and protest anytime they want. In other countries, they just notify the police to provide security. But in the Gambia, you must get a permit before you go to the state. Is that part of your plan to raise funds to at least sponsor a private members bill to ensure that this particular act is actually scrapped out of the laws?
All right, thank you very much for the marathon questions. First on Fatu Kamara, we both I and then Hakim addressed that last night on our appearance on iAfrica TV, that Gala is not immune to criticism, and for us, we use criticism to actually strengthen ourselves and our structures. And what Fatu said is her opinion and well respected. But we have had that, and I will repeat, I said this on iAfrica TV, I'll repeat, we have had that we becoming too much after our first arrest, May 8, 2025, and we are going to lose relevance. And we came out 23rd of July, and we pulled the biggest crowd ever in history of anti-corruption protests in this country. People came out, you are getting too much, you're going to go irrelevant. And August, we went out, and then, we still hit up, and our goals were met. People said, you're going too much, you're going to be irrelevant. In September, we went to Mandela, we put it out again. The same thing, we went to Burfoot. So people can continue saying, we may be irrelevant, that is their opinion. But it has been 1 year on and on and on and on. And anytime we come out, we stand a better position and we become more embraced than before. So I think people have their right to say that. Although I still need to say, I'm sorry, but I don't even listen to what Fatu said. Probably I could have listened to it and I will know what he said. But criticisms are welcome. What we disagree with Fatu is saying that the borough government is not corrupt. That's also our opinion, but we agree with that part of our opinion. And for that case, we are not withdrawing Hakim's nomination because he criticized Gala. No, we agree. But as an anti-corruption movement, we have already written a statement that should have come out, but we now have an opportunity to announce that we have withdrawn our national coordinator's nomination in the Heroes Award because the CEO could claim that the borough government is not corrupt. That is against the principles of Gala. And no of our members, especially our central committee, especially the CIC, will participate in any event that is connected to Fatu and then the Heroes Award, so that the media could also understand. So Hakim's nomination, we are not waiting for the final to be selected. We are withdrawing the nomination that we have already started. Thank you very much for your question. On the Public Order Act, at central committee level, we have never discussed that. But few individuals, I think what text discussed about it, that we will find ways to see how do we, collaborate with NAMS to sponsor a private member bill against the Public Order Act. But the only problem we have now is that it has already been put forward and kicked out because of the nature of the parliament. That if we have to repeal the Public Order Act, it doesn't have to go through 2/3 of the majority. It's simple pass the pool because of the nature of the bill. So it becomes difficult for you to be able to have that done. But Kits may say more on that. Then I'll come to your final question.
Yes, so thank you, Landon. Actually, the problem is there was a private member bill that was sponsored by Suleiman Sao of Central Badibu, and it was rejected by the parliament. And we think that it is still the same decision that the parliament have. If it goes there, because it's the same parliamentarians, it must be rejected. But we, as Gala civil society, we sat and look at whether there's a legal way where we can actually look at this and challenge, and we meant to understand that there was a judgment to this effect that civil society and the Supreme Court maintained with the five-man panel, but there's also a procedure where you can challenge for a review of that judgment. So we are looking at a review of the judgment where we'll file an application for the 7-man panel to sit before this and look at it, because now the world is evolving. There are certain things that are accepted in the 21st century, it's are no more accepted based on the human rights and other issues. So Gala is looking at filing something before the Supreme Court with our lawyers, so that there will be a review of the judgment that was made by the 5-man panel, for the Public Order Act to be repealed.
Just one question. We have the National Commission of Human Rights, right? Currently having their session in Gambia 11th, and then it will be concluded on the 20th. Are you guys planning to, submit any, document before the committee and before the commission regarding, the Public Order Act and other, human rights violations that are perpetrated by the current government? Yeah, because we've seen Lamin see there, but that was an oral submission. I mean, a written one, because I've been covering the African Commission's sessions in the Gambia since 2018, and then I've seen where civil society organizations would come formally to submit their complaints regarding human rights situations in their countries. So is Ghana also planning to do the same?
Thank you very much. So, like you said, let me see, have been outside since we were behind bars, because this time around, technically, all the central committee members were behind bars. So they went there day before yesterday, and they had a verbal submission, and the rapporteur from the African Union have asked them to put it on paper. And as we speak, we are compiling a report on paper. Team Gonsabopa, Gala, and Edward Francisco Center for Right and Justice, and we're going to submit it to the African Union. But I want to add something to that. It's already submitted. I learned just now.
I think we must recognize something about the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. This was the same commission that was here when Jammeh was here for 20 years. Now, it's an important, I mean, imagine these people, every year they gather, they spend millions to sit and talk about human rights violations. When our rights were concurrently violated whilst they were sitting there in the AC on and, talking big talks about, the human rights violations in Ghana are so bad, they're bad. We need to do something about it. But that's the thing. The reason why Gala resonated with Gambians was the fact that we were willing to get up and do something. And we are not going to, I don't know, the Central Committee might decide, but I speak here personally that we are not submitting anything to the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, nor to any other human rights organization whatsoever, because these people, by even submitting something to them, you are inadvertently strengthening them. You're making them look like they're still important. They're irrelevant completely. They have not served the African masses in whatever capacity. I mean, the African Commission on Human and People's Rights was created by the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which is called the Banjul Charter. Which was adopted here in Gambia. Yeah, and they've been here for 22 years of Jammeh's rule. 22 years of Jammeh's rule. What did they do? They used to come here and whisper around Jammeh, but they will never say anything. So it's very important that we are cognizant of this. These institutions that have been created to serve the African masses have done nothing. The African Union, we saw what is happening in Sudan. We see what's happening in the DRC. We see what is happening all over this continent. They have not done anything other than to gather and release, what do they do? Strong condemnations on paper, but don't really do anything about it materially. So no, we are not engaging them. They should engage us and come and apologize to the African masses for failing them and still eating their money and using it in their conferences. Thank you. Sorry, I get a bit, I am a passionate person regarding these questions.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ali. Yes, I already submitted, So, okay, good. Any other question? If there is no other question, I will want to close here with your permission, CIC. That we are going to go ahead with the 1 year anniversary and commemoration tomorrow. And like we repeat, just to also show Gambian that we are law binding. When the law is clean, we are going to so we will go ahead and then submit a letter to the police to invite them to come to the commemoration, so that we probably they will give us security and they will come, and then we don't claim we don't have a permit. Yeah, but thank you everyone for coming here. But I will put him on spot like I will always do. I will now call on the CIC. I know you don't expect that. Can you give the closing remark? Thank you.
I never wanted to say anything here. They are our comrades. They are important. Okay, good afternoon.
to you all, the media that are present here, and of course to each and everyone that is currently watching us in anywhere. We are saying a very big thank you to all of you for the consistent support as usual, because Gala is you people and you people are Gala. Whenever we call, even if tensions are high, you people come to answer us. And also, I would like to give a very big or send a very big thank you to our legal team. They've not only been going on and on in police stations with us, but also being a very supportive body when it comes to advising us legally and also guiding us morally. So personally, I always take this opportunity to thank them anytime I have the chance to do, and I will always be doing it because they are our backbone and they are our hope and they are our support, because it's not been easy for the past 3 days from Friday to Monday. We've seen them, even days that they should be resting at home, they were going on and on in police stations. They've not been resting. They always have been there for us, and we believe they would always be there. So the only thing we have to offer to them is to always be grateful for their support and always be thankful for all that they do. And also to the media, thank you for always being covering Gala's events, Gala's activities. You guys have been amazing. There are a lot of things that happen behind camera that people do not know. But when cameras are there, obviously they would, always be careful on knowing exactly what to do. When we were arrested, there was absolutely no media present, though nothing happened there. But thanks to the media, we saw what they did to Aliu. So if the media were not there, we wouldn't know the maltreatment they did to Aliu. So Saibu, okay. So once again, we say again a very big thank you to the media people. We appreciate you all, and we definitely grateful. Thank you.
Okay, don't close, don't close. We thank you is not enough. All right, so if you are a movement that have a pool of lawyers, it's always difficult to. So you are like in court, you're consulting, right? So, but just to come back to the issue of the permit, we have just received a new advice from our council that we can apply for a permit. That sets a bad precedent. But now moving forward, we'll inform the media through our social media channels on what the next decision is going to be. But for now, we remain that we are going to celebrate the 1 year anniversary tomorrow. Thank you.
So,
No comment. All power to the people.